Dividend-paying exchange-traded funds, ETFs, are becoming increasingly popular, particularly among investors seeking higher returns and greater consistency from their portfolios. Most ETF, like stocks and many mutual funds, pay quarterly dividends, once every 3 months. However, ETFs that pay out monthly dividends are also available. Monthly dividends can be more convenient for monitoring financial flows and can aid in budgeting by providing a consistent income stream. Furthermore, if the monthly dividends are reinvested, these products provide higher overall returns. Key takeaways: for investors looking for income from their holdings, regular dividend payments are key. While many dividend stocks pay quarterly or semi-annual dividends, some ETFs manage to pay out dividends on a monthly basis. Here, we look at 8 such ETFs that the income investor may want to consider for their portfolio. Variety of options and risks. Fortunately, the main organizations such as State Street Global Advisors, Vanguard Group, and BlackRock, Inc. provide a multitude of monthly dividend ETF funds. However, smaller businesses such as globalx funds have strengthened their position in the ETF industry. These investment products, which include the popular Sbdr and Ishares products, have almost become household names. Before any investor falls head over heels in love with these products, they must conduct their due diligence and analyze the ETF for its expenses and risk. While receiving dividend income every month may sound enticing, the investor must weigh the costs of the holding against the benefits. In order to attract investors who would otherwise ignore them, fund managers may often offer exorbitant double-digit yields that they cannot continue. It is also critical to pay attention to expense ratios. Remember, the less money that goes into the pockets of managers, the better. Some funds may return a high income through the use of leverage, which may not be suitable for all investors' risk tolerance. But before we get going, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe for more videos. The following list of exchange-traded funds is not in any particular order and is offered only as an example of the funds that fall into the category of the monthly dividend-paying ETF. 1. globalx Super Dividend Etf. Net assets as of 8/5/21 is $945 million. Total expense ratio, 0.59%. Yield, 12 mo. 7.42%. Price as of 7/29/21 is $13.20. The globalx Super Dividend Sbdr fund tracks an index of 100 equally weighted companies that rank among the highest dividend payers around the world, a strategy that has earned it kudos in the financial press. The fund includes common stocks, real estate investment trusts, REITs, and master limited partnerships, MLPs, that must combine top returns with lower than average volatility to be included in the index. The fund has made monthly dividend distributions for more than 9 years. Some of the main holdings of the fund are Yanju Coal Mining Company, Fortescue Metals Group, Electra Consumer Products, Iron Mountain Inc. 1-2, globalx Super Dividend US ET. Net assets as of 8/5/21 is $669 million. Total expense ratio, 0.45%. Yield, 12 mo. 5.87%. Price as of 7/29/21 is $19.62. Established in 2013, the globalx US Super Dividend (DIV) fund focuses on a basket of low volatility, high-yielding securities. The objective is to track the performance of 50 equally weighted common stocks, MLPs, and REITs within the U.S. Securities listed in the index are among the highest yielding in the United States, and they have lower relative volatility than the market. It pairs very nicely with Sbdr for investors who want a truly global grip on high-yielding equities. Holdings in the fund include Cubismart, Holly Energy Partners LP Iron Mountain Inc. Public Storage. 3. Invesco S&P 500 High Dividend Low Volatility ETF. Net assets as of 8/6/21 is $3.1 billion. Total expense ratio 0.30%. Yield 12 Mo. 3.86%. Price as of 8/6/21 is $43.83. The Invesco S&P 500 High Dividend Low Volatility ETF, Sbdr, looks for stocks that pay high dividends and offer low volatility. It invests 90% of its assets in the common stocks of companies listed in the S&P 500 Low Volatility High Dividend Index. The fund is concentrated in consumer defense and utilities. Holdings include Iron Mountain Inc., Altria Group Inc., ExxonMobil Corp., AT&T Inc. 44. Wisdom Tree U.S. High Dividend Fund. Net assets as of 8/6/21 is $811 million. Total expense ratio 0.38%. Yield 12 Mo. 3.77%. Price as of 8/6/21 is $79.36. The Wisdom Tree U.S. High Dividend Fund, DHS, mimics the Wisdom Tree High Dividend Index, a fundamentally weighted index that features companies ranked by dividend yield with average daily trading volumes of at least $200 million. The fund's holdings are well diversified among sectors such as real estate, healthcare, utilities, IT, and consumer staples. Top holdings include Verizon Communications Inc., Pfizer Inc., AT&T Inc., The Coca-Cola Company. 5. Invesco Preferred Etf. Net assets as of 8/6/21 is $7.3 billion. Total expense ratio 0.52%. Yield 12 Mo. 14.04%. Price as of 7/30/21 is $15.29. The Invesco Preferred Fund, PGX, is another preferred stock ETF that delivers on yield. PGX objective is to replicate the performance and yield of the ICE BOF AML Core Plus Fixed Rate Preferred Securities Index. Its portfolio holds more than 200 preferred stocks with a heavy weighting towards the financial sector. The bulk of investments is in BBB-rated holdings. Some of the investments include Citigroup Inc., JP Morgan Chase & Co., Wells Fargo & Co., Bank of America Corp. 6. Invesco KBW High Dividend Yield Financial ETF. Net assets as of 10/25/21, $444 million. Total expense ratio 1.24%. Yield 12 Mo. 6.77%. Price as of 10/25/21, $21.33. Based on one of the prestigious Keefe, Bruyette & Woods NASDAQ indexes, the Invesco KBW High Dividend Yield Financial Portfolio ETF, KBWD, fund is heavily weighted, at least 90%, towards publicly held financial companies, which should perform better in a rising interest rate environment. Holdings include Orchid Island Capital Inc., Chimera Investment Corp., Armor Residential Rate Inc., TCG BDC Inc. 11-7, Ishares Preferred and Income Securities ETF. Net assets as of 8/6/21 is $19.8 billion. Total expense ratio 0.46%. Yield 12 Mo. 19.12%. Price as of 8/6/21 is $39.44. The Ishares Preferred and Income Securities ETF, PFF, is a viable alternative for investors seeking high yields. PFF seeks to mirror the performance and yield of the S&P US Preferred Stock Index. The portfolio is well diversified, with no security weighted more than 2.53% at 1/4. However, it does tend to favor banks, diversified financials, and utilities. Some of the main holdings include Broadcom Inc., Wells Fargo and Co. Bank of America Corp., Avantor Inc. 8, Sbdr Dow Jones Industrial Average ETF Trust. Net assets as of 8/5/21, $30.5 billion. Total expense ratio, 0.16%. 10-year average annual return, 13.33%. Price as of 8/6/21, $352.09. The Sbdr Dow Jones Industrial Average ETF, DIA, does not offer the highest yield, but investors who prefer some capital appreciation potential with their income might find its portfolio attractive. Launched in January 1998, making it one of the oldest ETFs still standing, the fund is one of the few to directly play the Dow Jones Industrial Average, DIA itself the grandpa of stock indexes, composed of 30 of the bluest blue-chip companies. 15 its holdings include Goldman Sachs Group Inc., United Health Group Inc., Home Depot Inc., Boeing Co. The bottom line high dividend ETF are a cheap and simple option for retirees and young investors alike to add an extra stream of income to their portfolios. As always, before putting your hard-earned money to any fund, do your homework.